again, the Lord. So it's a super long story, but I'll say God put people in position that happen to know somebody. And Lee was a nut. So here's the common denominator. Monique said yes before she saw anything that I did. She read the script and loved it. Lee agreed to meet with me before he saw the movie.
I don't want to do this anymore.
What is it you're not telling me?
Remember that guy, Johnny?
Yeah, the white boy from the last reading. What about him?
His mom came so close to touching me.
What happens when they touch you?
They possess you.
Emma Leiden. She's an author. She's wanted this guy to do a reading for her.
What's the catch?
Her husband and 2 children were killed in a home invasion about 2 years ago. Emma barely survived.
I told you I was scared. If you go and find another gig...
You're talking about $100 grand.
Emma, this guy's the one doing your reading today.
I hope I can help you in some way today. You ready? Take deep breaths.
I heard footsteps.
That's creepy.
Why did you do that?
This has never happened before.
She locked us in.
We gotta snap her out of it.
Sky? Hey, Mommy. What you doing?
How you feeling? How
I'm
you
feeling
feeling?
good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. It's surreal right now.
Yes, it's amazing. I got to tell you, I actually watched the film last night, and
Okay.
it had me at the edge of my seat. Monique did an outstanding job. I mean, she absolutely killed her role, and all the other actors and actresses also too. They did a phenomenal job. Now, I heard when you first reached out to Monique and her team, the answer was a no. How
Yeah.
did you turn the answer to a yes?
I don't take no's. I just don't. I've always said, God didn't give me vision for me to receive no's from, and I'm always following his lead. So when I received the no, I needed to know why I received the no, because there's a reason. When people tell you no, there's a reason why. So my
Right.
follow-up email was just apologizing for whatever I sent that received that no, but I need to understand, how do I move forward? And I honestly think her team was just probably caught off guard that I was so humble and saying, "Oh no, I know I made a mistake because I'm new to this.
Right.
What is it that I need?" And they were open. They welcomed me with open arms after that point, and just taught me how to move forward when reaching out to somebody of that stature.
How did you get Lee Daniels too to join the team?
Again, the Lord. So it's a super long story, but I'll say God put people in position that happen to know somebody. And Lee was a nut. So here's the common denominator. Monique said yes before she saw anything that I did. She read the script and loved it. Lee agreed to meet with me before he saw the movie.
Wow.
And so Lee watched the movie the night before I met with him. So God opened those doors up, and it wasn't because of my talent. It was just because I was obedient, did everything he told me to do. But when I got in the room, I think I was prepared to be there. But I can't sit and say, "Oh, it was my talent that got me there." No, God opened up that door for me, and I was just prepared to be there.
Wow, that's so powerful. So powerful. Describe the feeling that you felt on premiere day. Like, you did all of this, and here we are. It's the big reveal, and you're about to show this amazing project to the world. How did you feel?
So when it released on BET Plus, there was a nervousness to it because art is subjective. So it's like, people don't gotta like it now. Like, just because you like it, and people don't. So it was a nervous feeling, and it kind of gave me like anxiety, because I'm like, well, I want them to know this and I want them to know that. So I'm online looking for everybody to explain this, that, and the third. But after it received so much love. There was a calming thing because it seemed like people, it was like without me saying it, people understood that this was an indie film and the struggle they went through getting it done and how amazing it was to get it done. So, you know, I was super, super grateful because I think like day two, we were like number 10 in the country, or less than number 10 in the country. So it was amazing.
So tell us, for those who are watching and who are not familiar with the reading, tell us a little bit about the film.
So the reading it revolves around a widow. Her name is Emma Leeden, and Emma Leeden suffers a horrible situation where her family was killed a year prior, and now she lives in this fortified home that her family was killed. And she has written a book about it, and her sister-in-law convinces her to do a publicity stunt with a fake medium inside the home to help promote the book. And so they agree to do that. And the medium is this young lady named Sky Brown. And Sky Brown and her friends do these medium readings for kids on campus, rich kids on campus, and they do it as like a little scam or a scheme to like say, oh, your mom asked you to send $2,500 to this charity, and that's how they get more money, you know, lying on the dead people. And the catch is that Sky is actually a real medium, and she does open the door to the to the dead, and she is able to speak to the dead. She just uses it in a scam way. But she gets into this home, and honestly, she opens and gets the wrong information in this home, and without giving it out, things hit the fan after that point. And so now they're locked in this home that they can't, you know, they can't get out of, and you can just imagine.
The reading is really good. If you guys haven't watched, please go on BT Plus and definitely check it out. Now, Courtney, I want you to take us back to the beginning where it all started. How did you get into writing, producing, and directing?
I've always been what I would say a storyteller, not necessarily a writer. When I was a kid, my imagination was huge. It's still that way now, to where I drift a lot. My daughter right now says, "Daddy, you're talking to yourself again," and I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was saying something, a line." So my imagination has always been huge. When I was a kid, my mom was really abusive when I was a kid, and so I never wanted to be at home. And so I used to always go in my mind somewhere else so I wouldn't be at home. And then I also got picked on at school, so I never wanted to be at school. So I got a lot of mind practice. I was in my head a lot. But where, you know, from where we from, they never tell you you can go to school to be a screenwriter. So after high school, I went to HCC and flunked out horribly, like my first year. But the only thing that I passed in was creative writing. And the counselor there was like, have you ever thought about writing scripts? And I was like, I don't even know what that is. And she just helped point me in the right direction, got into writing. When I got into writing, we're in Houston. You don't have a huge film network. So I never could find a director, learn how to direct. Then can't find a producer, had to learn how to produce, and then had to learn how to produce with nothing. And, you know, things just kind of grew after that point. You meet the right people. And then you just, I've everything that I've learned off of either YouTube or books or trial and error. And, you know, now we're here.
You know, just from this short period of time that we've, you know, been talking, I have to say I really admire your work ethic, your determination. What advice would you give to someone who wants to tap into your world, who wants to write, who wants to direct, who wants to produce? What would you say to them?
I would say fail a lot, because if you fail, that means that you're trying something that you've never tried before. A lot of times we don't do stuff because we don't know how to succeed. Well, don't worry about succeeding, just try it and fail at it. And then when you do it wrong, then you try it again and do it again. And then when you do it wrong that time, then you try it again and do it again. At the end of the day, you're sitting waiting for somebody to bring you something when nine times out of 10 you already have what you need. And if you don't have what you need, then test that theory. Let's find out to see if I have what I need. I am a doer. Just do it. and do it wrong. Like that's like it's okay to do it wrong, and then see what you don't know, see what you fail at, and then try it again, and then do it better the next time. Just do it.
Just do it. I love it. And Courtney, please tell the viewers, where can they watch the reading?
You can watch the reading on BET Plus. It's streaming right now. It just released on BET Linear and BET as well.
All right, you heard it here. Thank you so much, Courtney, for your time. Thank you so much for putting out such a dope project, and I can't wait to see what else you have in store. I'll be looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.